Alright, we're going to work on this couple of problems on SAT practice for the first one here. And like I said before, you can pause the video and try it yourself first. For the first one here, triangle ABC and DEF are similar, where A and B corresponding to D and E. A and B corresponding to D and E respectively. Angle B has a measure of 35 degrees. What is the measure of angle E? What is the corresponding angle to angle B? The corresponding angle to angle B, angle E. So if these two triangles are similar, so angle E supposed to be equal, congruent to the measure of angle B, which is 35 degrees, right? And you can do it this way too. You can just sketch two graphs, two triangles. Say I'm gonna put A, B, C, and here is another triangle similar, which is DEF. DEF. So we know similar triangle, the corresponding angle are equal and the corresponding side in proportion. So that means angle A has to be congruent to angle D, angle E congruent to angle B, and angle C congruent to angle F. So if we're looking for the measure of angle E, which is this one, has to be the same measure like angle B, and we already have angle B is 35, right? 35 degrees, so this angle E has to be 35 degrees. Alright. For the second one here, we have a system of equation. We have two equations. The first one is 4x plus y equal 15. The other equation is 3x plus y equal to 0. The solution to the given system of equation is the order pair x comma y, right? What is the value of y? Alright, if you take a look at this system, you know, to work with a system of equation, you can use substitution or linear combination. So linear combination to get rid of one of the variable, right? Here, if you take a look at these two equations, it's easier to get rid of y. It's easier to get rid of y. But we're looking for x, right? No, we're not looking for x, we're looking for y. How can I get rid of y and I'm looking for y? So you can use substitution, but takes longer. So it's easier to find x first and substitute to find y because you're looking for y. So here it is. You're going to do it this way. You have 4x plus y equal to 15, right? This is the first equation. What is the second equation? 3x plus y equal to 0. Now, if I subtract the second equation from the first, right? You subtract, or you can change the sign and add. So if I change the sign for the second equation, so this will be, instead of positive, it will be negative. Instead of positive, negative. 0 doesn't matter. Positive or negative doesn't matter. So now, if I add these two equations, what's going to happen? The y is going to cancel out, right? And what is 4x plus negative 3x? That's x. So x plus nothing, because y and negative y cancel each other, equal, what is 15 plus 0 is 15. So we have x now. But we're not looking for x, we're looking for y. So you can use any one of the equation to find y. Let's use the second equation. So we're going to substitute for x in equation 2. So what's equation 2? 3 times x. What's x? 15 plus y equal to 0. So we have 3 times 15 is 45 plus y equal to 0. So now if I subtract 45 from both sides, I get y by itself equal to what? Negative 45. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for y. So how much is y? Negative 45. So the answer is choice A. And for the next one, number 3, the problem said Sarah bought party balloon and cupcakes for $75. Each balloon cost $1 and each cupcake cost $3. If Sarah bought 9 balloons, how many cupcakes did she buy? Okay, so let's write equation and try to solve this equation. I have the total she spent. The total amount she spent is 75, and that comes from multiplying the number of balloons by the price of each one. How many balloons she bought? 9. So, and the price of each one is $1. So 1 times 9 plus the cupcake cost $3 each. So 3 times cupcake, I'm going to put C for cupcake. That equal to the total amount she spent, which is 75. Right? So here we're going to put C, the number of cupcake. So what is 1 times 9? That is 9 plus 3C equals 75. And from here we can find C, which is the number of cupcake. So here let number of cupcake equal to C. So now our equation 9 plus 3C equals 75. Subtract 9 from both sides. So that's going to give me 3C equal, subtract 9 from the left side. You have to subtract 9 from the right side. Subtract 9 from 75. That's going to give me 66. So now you divide both sides by 3. You're going to get C equal to 22. And that should be our answer for number 3, 22 cupcakes. Alright, for number 4, remember, like I said, you can pause the video and try it yourself. For number 4, x squared, that's x squared, x squared plus 10x, x squared plus 10x equal to 24. What is the sum of the solution of the given equation? Okay. Alright, how we solve this equation? How we find the sum? That is second degree equation. We have to make one side equal to 0 and try to factor. So I have to make one side, so I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides. So x squared plus 10x minus 24 equal to 0. Alright, so what we're going to do after that? Right, we're going to factor. We're going to open two parentheses. Here, it's trinomial second degree. We have to open two parentheses, use the FOIL. So, we're going to open two parentheses. The product of these two parentheses equal to 0. So, when you use the FOIL, you concentrate on the first term and you put the factor of the first term here and here. And the last term, you factor the negative 24 and you put it here and here. You put it in a way, when you multiply the outer, multiply the inner, that gives you positive 10. Or you can look at it this way. You're looking for two numbers. The product of these two numbers is negative 24 and the sum of this number is positive 10. So how can I factor negative 24? Could be 2 times 12, but one of them positive, the other one negative. Yes, it works, right? If I put 2 and here x squared first. X squared, what's x squared? X times x. Now have a factor 24. 2 times 12, and we said it's opposite sign. Which one is positive, which one is negative? I need positive 12 and negative 2, because if I add them I get positive 10. So what we do after that? We use something called the zero product property. If something multiplied by something equal to 0, at least one of them equal to 0. 0 times any number is 0, or any number times 0 is 0. So x minus 2 equal to 0, or x plus 12 equal to 0. So how much is x from the first equation? If I add 2 to both sides, x equal to 2. And from the second equation, how much is x? If I subtract 12 from both sides, I get x equal negative 12. So what we're looking for again? We're looking for the sum. So the sum, it will be negative 12 plus 2, or 2 plus negative 12, and that's going to give you negative 10. So the answer for this one is negative 10. Alright.